Yo, Bootleg Kev podcast, Bootleg Kev show, live in Atlanta, man, with EarthGang.
What's up? What's poppin', y'all?
Just want to shout y'all out, man, because I feel like I was just telling you before the interview started, like this record with Wale, I feel like is, you know, you guys have put out amazing records before. I'm a real fan of what y'all do.
Thank you.
But like when I heard this song, I was like, Interscope got a real like radio record to work. Like this could be like a real hit record for y'all.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. You know, it's just one of those records where we like to always give the people something that they can, you know what I'm saying, live with. You know what I'm saying? Like outside the homes, outside the headphones, you know what I'm saying? Like we want to just create music where people could like move around and do life to, you know.
Yeah.
Even in the pandemic when everybody inside and stuff, but it's like, you know, we need that energy to, you know, so everybody don't need to be sitting down the whole time and shit.
No, for sure. I think like also you guys, and you know, you mentioned the pandemic. Like, thank you for you know the contributions to the Spillage Village album because.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, that was much needed last year.
Yeah.
It was a good vibe, man. It was a good time to make it too. It was perfect time.
Yeah, you know, for people who don't kind of know, I kind of look at you guys as like kind of like the closest thing to what we have to Dungeon Family in 2020, 2021, you know?
Yeah.
And I know you guys have been rocking for a long time. A lot of people think that that's like the first project, but you guys have other projects at Spillage Village.
No projects,
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, like Mariba's Fire, obviously, you know, JID, Black, kind of, you know, I spoke with JID a bit about kind of his roots with Spillage Village and like his early roots with Mariba and Black. But how did you guys all form the collective, like initially? Because like I said, it's got an energy that is very reminiscent of, you know, some of the 90s hip-hop collectives, you know, like some native tongue shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, initially it was just us, Jid, and initially it was just us, Jid, and Hollywood JB, like initially, because we all went to school together. And then once we all got out of school, came back to Atlanta, we didn't really know what to do with ourselves much other than keep hanging out, you know what I'm saying, keep hanging out and making music. So and then we linked up with Mariba, who we met while we was in school, and then she was still living here. She started coming over more naturally. It's like Black, you know what I'm saying? Hollywood JB brought his brother Jordan, and then Christo, who is Jiz's producer and DJ, brought his brother Benji.
Right.
So it was all just like we naturally just hanging out together all the time anyway, just making music all the time anyway. And then it was like, well, what do we call this? It's like a village, bro. It's like, and then we call each other Spillage Village because the ideas just kept coming out. That's all we ever did when we got together.
Yeah, it's crazy too because I don't think like people really, you know, Black kind of had a meteoric rise in the last 3 or 4 years, you know,
sure.
And I don't think people really kind of understand like his roots in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. And even just like his talent as like an MC. You know what I mean? Like he could rap his fucking ass off.
He could bar up. He could bar up, bro.
Yeah, like was that something like? Because I remember when his shit started to kind of initially take off on SoundCloud. And there was like a lot of mystery behind it. But you guys being around him early on, did you guys kind of always feel like he was a star? It was just a matter of time.
Yeah, he was just super focused. You know what I'm saying? Like
when we first met Black, I remember him talking about like deals he got in and out of in high school. I was like, bro, in high school, he definitely wasn't talking about no deals.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He just had a different exposure to the game that we all learned from. You know what I'm saying? I think part of what made Spillville so great was along this time we all have learned stuff from each other. You know what I'm saying? We've all like taken little like humorous stuff from Jid or like, you know what I'm saying, certain like vocal cues that Olu's done. We've all learned that. I remember I learned from Black. Black used to, when he first would do his melodies, he would have the mic super turned up, super high, and be saying them very softly. So he would be sleeping in the living room and wake up in the middle of the night or make them in the middle of the day and just be recording. I'd be like, what he doing over there? I didn't know he was actually making stuff. And then he'll play it and be like, and okay.
Wow.
That's a cool technique. So we was always like picking up on each other's techniques like the whole time. We was like all living in the same house.
That's an interesting recording technique. It's almost like you could kind of be like off in the corner, low key.
That's what he used to
just
be.
Just turning
like,
up your levels like crazy.
He would have everything turned up on his end, and he was just being in.
Wow.
And then by the time he would play it for us, like, we like, yo, you just did that. Like, while we was over here.
Like, you guys are playing 2K.
You know yeah, while we over here playing Madden or whatever, we didn't even hear him doing that. We look back, he was like, oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I do think, like, that one of my favorite moments of last year was your guys' Tiny Desk show. I thought that was like,
oh yeah,
I thought that was fucking special,
We
especially.
actually shot that like a mile away from
Oh, really?
here.
Okay, yeah, man. That was I feel like those Tiny Desk shows are so important, and when they're done right, they're like game changers.
Yeah.
Because I think it really kind of shows, like it's almost like it takes out any theatrics. It's like you gotta be dope or you ain't dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Tiny
sure.
Desk and Colors did that for us too. Anytime we get,
Now I remember the colors you guys did a couple years ago. Yep.
when we get a chance to perform live, it usually works well for us.
Yeah, I was telling him I met you guys originally in Tampa. I don't remember what show it was, but it was before you guys were officially signed to Dreamville.
Right.
I don't remember who all did you guys open for early on?
I think it was the Too High to Ride jump with
Yeah, the
Boss.
Boss tour probably.
Yeah, it was probably.
Yeah.
Did you guys never open for Wale? Okay. Because I remember going to a Wale show, but yeah, it was. I remember meeting you guys like at the merch table, and you guys were so like. And at that time, I think I had really just kind of heard your guys' shit off like Two Dope Boys and like all the blog shit, and I really hadn't even like dived in like all the way yet.
Yeah.
But you guys have put together like a really dope run over the last like 5 or 6 years, just quality music, and with this new record with Wale, I feel like it's kind of like the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's worked to this point.
Yeah.
You guys, 'cause you guys are known. Obviously, you guys have a very hardcore fan base, but like I feel like now it's time for like the world to get let in on EarthGang. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. We put in that groundwork, and even with just the Wale record or the Grammy nominations and like, you know what I'm saying, the accolades, and then getting seen, like recognized for doing shows over in New Zealand and stuff. It's like we put in all this groundwork over the past few years, you know what I'm saying, to where like we had a fan base that made these moments possible. You know what I'm saying? And, like it's not no industry plan type stuff. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Let's automatically open the doors for these guys. It's like they prove their worth. You know?
Yeah, you guys got it from the mud, man.
Yeah.
And it's it's crazy too. Do you guys ever feel like with your name EarthGang, like you guys had to win people over a bit? Because I felt like when I heard the name EarthGang, I was kind of like a bit like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, that was,
is this
that was
some
a
like these are they rapping about recycling or some shit? Like,
you know how many times people said that in the beginning, bro? That was like a very common joke. Which now I wish we played on it more back then. But we do obviously care about the environment, but that wasn't like the focus of what the name was. You know what I'm saying? But that's dope to see like how at first that was like a thing, like what is EarthGang? And now like we go to shows and
people don't care. Yeah,
they say they are EarthGang. You know what I'm saying? Like now the fans are. Like everybody we go, people own it for themselves. Like I'm EarthGang too. I'm EarthGang too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, shit. The name of the group is this. We're all on Earth, ain't we?
Exactly.
Shit. Facts. So, Mirrorland came out and was dope. Your guys' like official debut album, the Spillage Village project was real special. Now we got the Wale single. I'm assuming that. Well, first of all, how close are you guys done with this album? And like how many songs are we looking at?
We pretty close. We're not
sure.
100% finished, but we pretty close. And I say give or take maybe around 12 or something.
Okay, that's a nice number.
You know
yeah, and then obviously you got Wale on the project. Yeah, Young Thug on the last project, which had to be Is there gonna be any Dreamville brethren on this album?
we it's in the works. Like we just got a whole lot of records.
We still polishing. That's what I'm saying. We see who fits where. We just had to get the meat of the project done, which is definitely done. You know what I'm saying? Like the bulk of the ideas done. The concept is beautiful. I'm really excited for it.
Right.
But we got to figure out where everybody else gonna go, like casting wise.
Who was first to sign with Dreamville? Was it? And I don't call him Jid because I called him Jid in person once, and he was like, I don't know you like that. You gotta call me JID. But like, was it you guys or was it JID first?
We signed around the same time actually.
Okay.
When Cole met us in person at the Absol tour, it was at the New York date, and we actually were opening for Soul, and Jill at the time was he was my roommate, so I ain't want to, you know what I'm saying? We first got the offer from Absol to go on tour. He was my roommate. That's like my boy, my brother. We made hella songs together. I ain't want to do just EarthGang going on tour without him and just leave him there. So he was like, "Hey, bro, come on tour with us." We split our set with him just on some like brother
just
shit.
on some homie shit.
Yeah, on some brother shit, bro. Like we ain't finna go. You know what I'm saying? We all in
without even like clearing it with Absol. Like, look, we got the homie coming.
Yeah, no, we ain't talking to nobody. we
wow,
just pulled up with him.
That's fucking.
We just put up with him. We was like, nah, bro, we gonna split this set. Like, we gonna get this shine. You gonna get this shine. You did. And when Cole met us, he was like, "That was cool, man. Who's the other dude with y'all?" He was like, "That's our brother Jit." So he was like, "Man, all y'all coming." And so we all would literally pile up in the car together because I said we was roommates. So we get up in the car together, drive to North Carolina together, and we just all spent time with Cole. And he was like, "Man, so what's y'all situations looking like?" And then he was like, "We ain't got none." So he just signed us all around the same time. It just so happened Jit had the Never Story ready almost as soon as he got signed. So he put that out.
So he was ready.
Yeah, he put that out, and then we put out the EPs and then our album subsequently.
Yo, it's crazy because, like, I feel like Cole's been so careful about who he brings onto the team, and there's so much artistic integrity on that roster. And, you know, I feel like Cole could sign anybody.
Yeah,
like, he could probably,
at this point, for sure.
You know, he could literally go out and probably sign, you know, any of the bubbling up-and-coming rappers. Like, but I feel like he cares so much about the brand of Dreamville and, like, just the integrity of the music that comes out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he wanna make foreign cars, man. He wanna make exotics.
Right.
Exotic vehicles over here. We
ain't and like some exotics you wouldn't like,
yeah,
you know, that
exactly.
that's
we ain't cranking out no Fords.
Right. Talk about, you know, obviously you guys got the Grammy nomination for Revenge of the Dreamers 3, which was you know, I told Ebe this, like, you know, the fact that he was able to craft such a amazingly sequenced body of work, because he you know, Ebe was like letting me know about kind of how many songs he had to choose from, and then just the way they flowed, and it was like, it felt like, I know all the sessions were scattered, but it really felt like everybody was kicking it in the studio together, and y'all made like a cohesive body of work. Share with me some of your favorite moments about those sessions, because, you know, we hear about how legendary they were. Everybody was getting flown out. Like, you know, I just always think back to how special of a moment that was to have the baby on that record with Cole. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah. Talk about those sessions for Revenge of the Dreamers 3 and like some memories you have from them.
I mean, it really was just the camaraderie, you know what I'm saying? Like, the creativity and the camaraderie all in one space from, like, people all across the industry, people who you just, you know what I'm saying, you ain't never met them, but you see them shining and stuff. And it's like, when y'all get into the same place, it's just love, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't really like how many followers you got, or you ain't got that many, you can't be on this song type of energy, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that we ain't let that block the creativity and the energy that was going through the room and through the building. So, to me, that's like my favorite aspect of it.
It was cool when some legends pulled up too. Like Ross pulled up, Akon pulled up. Like some people that wasn't even on the project, they were just legendary people that was in Atlanta at the time, and they came through to like to be a part of the session. I feel like the greater part of the Bucks roster pulled up, like the Milwaukee Bucks. They was in town.
Giannis was there.
Yeah, Giannis was
so
there.
Giannis pulled up for the.
Yeah. Oh, you know who pulled up? Surprised the hell out of me. What's brother name? He used to play for Miami, and he from Canada.
Miami from Canada.
I don't know why I can't think of his name right now, bro.
He used to play there for Miami.
Yeah, he's super tall, bro. He was part of LeBron's championship down there.
Center?
Bro, what's bro name, bro? I'm tripping right now. That's because I'm high.
Canadian player, used to be.
He was sitting right next to me, bro.
Pull up the Miami Heat roster.
Oh, he talking about
2013 Miami Heat roster.
he talking about Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh. Okay, yeah.
I didn't want to say his
Not
last
from
name.
Yeah,
Canada.
I was about to say he played in
from
Toronto
Canada.
though.
That way he thought
Yeah,
because I was thinking like, who's from Canada?
I said that wrong. That's not what I meant.
Chris Bosh was there.
Yeah,
Yes.
Chris Bosh.
So Chris Bosh
Bro,
and Giannis.
I'm talking about Chris Bosh in the room. He in the small room, the smallest of the studio rooms, 222. He was in there. It's already like it's crowded when one nigga walk in there. It's probably like
Room smaller than this.
It's probably like 5-6 niggas in there.
And he's like 7 feet tall.
7 feet tall. He's sitting in the corner, folded up with his laptop in his lap, making beats. And I'm like,
Chris Bosh was making beats.
in there making beats, bro. I go in there and I'm like,
Wow.
I seen him at first, but he in the corner so tucked off, like behind some like furniture and shit. I'm like, I didn't even really see him because when the door open, you don't even see him because he tucked off. And I'm like, yo, I looking like this nigga. I'm like, this nigga actually is a huge person. And I'm like, what you? I'm like, what's Chris Bosh? I'm like, yo, this nigga like, yeah, you know, I be cooking up whatever. He in there making beats. So anybody was just coming just to feel that vibe of just the creativity in the room.
You know what's crazy is well, first of all, how was Chris Bosh's beats?
I feel like it was pretty hard. Like I feel like I was pleasantly surprised. Like I feel like I gave him one of these. Like
Yeah.
like nigga, what?
Fire.
Yeah.
And then Giannis being there, I didn't even know like Giannis was like a hip hop. He's from Greece, so I don't know.
Yeah, like the whole team pulled up.
I say, they be bumping in the locker room.
I was playing pool with George Hill and shit. You know
George Hill, yeah.
George Hill, badass pool player now. So I'm damn good.
Did you?
I lost.
Did you lose
some
money?
I took the. No, I ain't bet. Come on, I ain't playing. Not George Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But nah, like he pretty damn good.
Yeah,
sure.
And I feel like because of Cole being what Cole is, so many niggas in the league just respect Cole.
Of course, and plus, like he could low key make an NBA roster.
Yeah,
I hear like he's like
he be hooping.
Yeah. Like he's always training with what's the dude the trainer in New York could be training all the NBA players.
Name, but Cole be running. He be running it.
And then his first couple projects was like basketball things.
Yeah, they were all basketball. Yeah. He had a basketball on each. Yeah, on each.
Cover.
Yeah.
Like, he's in locker
warm
room
up.
Yeah, so like that's definitely all part of the vibe.
No, 100%. Yeah. Did Dennis Smith Jr. pull up? I know he's real close with Cole.
He ain't pull up to them sessions, but he's pulled up to the house a bunch of times. Like we used to be watching Black Mirror with him.
Black Mirror, yeah, that's a trip, man. That's a trip. How have you guys, obviously besides working your asses off, like just being at home and shit? How have you guys dealt? I mean, Atlanta's wide open, but how have you guys kind of dealt with just the way the world has kind of changed in the last 9 months?
I mean, it's helped me focus a whole lot more.
Yeah, me too, man.
I thought I was focused back then, but it's like real focus here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. I mean, of course, you want to go out and have fun and do shit, but you gotta protect your health. You gotta protect your family health. But in the meantime, get you some more money.
Yeah, I think that for me, like you said, I feel like my focus became like lasered in. Mm-hmm. It's like the people kind of took this thing two different ways. I feel like a lot of people kind of use it as an excuse to
be hella lazy and hella.
Now, mind you, I have gotten fat during the pandemic.
Right.
But that being said,
happens.
I feel like it just kind of focused my hustle and it just kind of makes you rethink everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
really important to you.
Yeah, what's really important, man. And then it obviously kind of just reinstills your bond with your family. Especially I'm out in LA, so I'm around my kids a lot more. And
that's fine.
Yeah, you guys got kids?
I got a son. I got one son.
How old's your son?
3.
3. Oh yeah, that's they call it terrible 2s, but it's really terrible 3s.
He
3-year-olds are fucking turned up.
He did a Bruce Lee kick today that I was both impressed with and a little what?
What's happening?
Yeah, he tried to kick through a glass door. I was like, bro, you don't even realize what that would do if you actually had the strength.
Right.
It's crazy.
You guys are both vegan, correct?
Not vegan, pescatarian.
Pescatarian. Yeah. I watched the interview you guys with my homegirl Ashley, where you guys were she said you guys were vegan.
I don't think that's true. We probably ate some vegan food.
So you guys are pescatarian? Are you're pescatarian? Are you pescatarian?
Yeah.
I respect that.
I like fish.
Hey man,
like when I'm out the country, I eat some meat. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's raised right, killed right, slaughtered right. You know
out here it's fucked up. It's pink slime and all.
It's whatever. Yeah, it's doing whatever.
That just crazy.
It's doing whatever.
Yo, if you watch the video of like any videos of how they make hamburger meat, it'll make you never want to eat it.
I had a burger in America.
I had an American burger
in
forever.
5 years, bro.
Easily. Have y'all ever seen the video of how they make chicken nuggets?
Nah.
Look at that. It's everywhere on the internet. It'll fuck you up, bro.
They just put everything in and just ground it up.
They basically they get a bunch of baby chicks, they flip them like this. If you female, you go somewhere to go start making eggs. They raise you up, fatten you up. If you male, they put them in this huge bin and turn the blender on.
Alive.
Chicks, baby chicks, bro.
And that's chicken nuggets.
Then whatever.
Shit.
And I don't know if that's everybody's chicken nugget, but that's at least some of that comes out to be some nuggetry.
Don't eat that shit.
Damn. Yeah, I couldn't give up that. I think if I could ever get to that point, I could never give up fish though.
Yeah, fish is rocking.
Sushi, lobster, just
like sushi.
Crab. I mean, those are the.
Should be hidden.
So, do you guys have an album title for the album yet? Can you share it? Is it already out there?
No, okay. Can't share it.
Can't share it.
It's coming though.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Any idea when the album's gonna come out?
Before the summer.
Yeah.
All right. So okay. So sometime in the next.
At summertime.
All right.
When it get hot.
Yeah. With more sunlight, the album will reveal itself.
Since you guys are such close friends with Jed, can you is there what's going on with him? Like, are we gonna?
I'm about to drop next week.
Oh shit! There we go.
He mixing it right now.
Okay. Yeah, we need that. Yo, the whole crew is active.
Yeah, man.
Super active.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. and I'm curious too, being from Atlanta.
I'm just playing about that Jid album.
Listen, I don't know if it
I was about to say,
I was when I be joking, niggas take me dead serious.
Well, no, because I was about to say, like, I feel like I would have heard about that.
I was just fucking with you.
And I was like, well, shit, is this breaking news? Like, was he supposed to say that?
I know what I've heard of Jid album is super fire though. I was over at the house like right before we left for New Zealand.
He's an alien, bro. Like a real life, like he's like one of them ones that's like, you know, a Jedi with that, with rapping, bro. He
be rapping, bro.
Rapping his fucking ass off, man. Like I wanted to. So for this is my first time in Atlanta, and I had to go to Magic City to try the hot wings, and I was extremely disappointed.
Really?
Yeah.
The wings were not.
You really supposed to get the lemon pepper out the strip
Of course, that's
club.
what I got though. I got lemon pepper.
What
Killer
you
Mike
mean?
said I was tripping
Here?
though. He said Blue Flame's way better.
Oh, for one thing, the flame better. Number one. Number two. When I hear people getting Magic City food, I don't really hear them get the wings so much. I hear them get like everything else on that menu before.
I got fried lobster tail that was fire.
Okay, yeah,
that was smacking. But the wings were just.
If you want wings in Atlanta, you gotta hit the little corner spots, bro. You gotta hit like a little hood spot. You ever been to DC? You know they have you having like the little carryouts where you get like the best chicken, the best mama sauce. It's the same thing as here, except we got like real ass hot wings.
Yeah, go to the American.
I was gonna say you guys don't strike me as like the biggest strip club connoisseurs, but what?
Yeah, see, that's what you tripping too, bro.
I'm tripping
because I'm so Atlanta, bro.
Okay, so what is like the top three?
What you
right now?
You want food or you want booty?
For booty. Let's start with booty and then we'll go food.
Allure, my favorite.
Okay.
Pretty Faces,
Magic City, and Blue Flame.
Okay. Allure, I've heard Allure. Someone told me Strokers.
Strokers out east.
Yeah.
Jaron Benton is a sick fuck and took me to the Claremont Lounge.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not what it is anymore. It's been gentrified. It's like
that's not even what it is no more.
It's like a
that's
3-4 star hotel.
Both things about that is hilarious.
That's
the fact
wild.
that you went there and the fact that Jaron took you.
No, he did it on purpose. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna take you to the spot.
That's
it's fucking
disgusting.
crazy, bro."
That's disgusting.
He's like, "Dude, it's so lit." He's like, just come with me for 20 minutes." And
that's funny as hell, bro. Because even when
senior citizen dancers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, nah. Allure lit. Allure got like the best looking girls you gonna see, bro. Like they keep.
Okay, what about food? Strictly food.
Well, for real, you gotta go to Cheetahs for the food.
Someone told me the Cheetah.
That shit like a 5-star restaurant.
Cheetah like best food, but it's kind of like a.
I heard that the strip club side of it's whack. They're
Like,
like,
it's a gentleman's club.
like bitches are in there dancing to Nickelback.
It's super slow. You ever play like Grand Theft Auto?
Of course.
Strip club?
And the girls are like just slowly like.
It's a Grand Theft Auto strip club.
I heard they got good lamb chops.
A whole lot of rock music.
Yeah.
I love rock music.
I don't want to see women dance to Creed.
Nah, that's not what I want
Like,
to hear.
can you take me
We
higher?
went to this one random ass strip club in like Ypsilanti, Michigan, and it was kind of like that. We be going to all the strip clubs. We be on tour. I probably could make a little encyclopedia of strip clubs.
Oh, nice.
Like, for real.
I gotta put you on. There's one in Phoenix called Jaguars that.
Jaguars?
Yeah, it's
I think I heard I passed by when I was in Phoenix the last time. That shit
big
huge.
building is huge.
That shit
Purple
huge.
lights.
Yeah, that shit
It's
huge.
legendary. I've been to. I mean, now that I've been to Atlanta, you know, I've been to Miami. I've been to all over.
It's strip clubs in Texas because I ain't gonna hold you.
I've been to some in Houston and Dallas, but
what about North Carolina?
haven't done North Carolina.
You gotta do North Carolina.
North Carolina too.
You gotta do DC and you gotta do Miami.
No, Miami's Tootsie's is my favorite.
Yeah.
Tootsie's is like.
That's where I was when my son was born.
Oh, like you were. I was about to say, wait.
When the water broke, that sounds so bad.
Okay.
When the water broke, that's why
I hightailed it out of there.
Yeah,
Went straight to the strip club.
Look, while my nigga in here throwing money right next to me, I was booking a flight.
Oh wow!
And I left.
I gotta get back to Atlanta.
Went stepped in the strip club, came in, busted in the hospital, covered in glitter.
Also, Tootsie's that has great food.
They do.
Yeah.
They got great fried lobster tail with the seafood rice. Smack.
Shout out to Tootsie's Miami, man.
Yeah, definitely a vibe. Yeah. I heard that the lamb chops at the Cheetah are where it's at. I gotta.
Cheetah just got like a really good cooking style back there. Apparently,
that shit fire.
They like really good at making.
Niggas be going
there doing like business. It's like the women just ambiance and that like.
Right. I'm curious. How like you the obvious like I think when people see you guys, the immediate comparison you guys have gotten is Outkast. This whole like since you guys have come out, right? I think sonically. There's some fair points to that, but I also feel like, you know, I feel like you guys are influenced by so much more than Cast. I think it was dope because I remember. Oh, go ahead.
I'll say, yeah, naturally we influenced by.
Of course. I mean, of course. Man,
I
went to Stankonia. Outkast is my favorite group ever. Andre's in my top 3 ever. Like when I went to Stankonia and I was was like if my 12-year-old self would have seen me at Outkast Studio,
it's crazy.
with all the plaques and then the artwork of like the naked girls from the CDs and shit, like it was amazing. But like I know
Can't even do that no more, man. You can't even have artwork and then CD work.
I know it's crazy. Do you remember how fire their
Boy,
CDs used to be?
Always
CDs
fire.
used to be crazy.
CD artwork used to be crazy, bro.
I don't think anyone's ever had better CDs than Outkast. They always had the naked girls on every one.
Yeah, you can't lose.
The AT Aliens one was the best.
The Stankonia one with them big ass boobs. The
Stank
Stankonia one was crazy though. She had that thing was bopping now.
The AT Aliens though was
See,
AT Aliens was fine. She was fine.
bro, and that whole image was just.
But the
super hard.
Stankonia one was
It was like-
crazy.
Stankonia one was
She
crazy.
showing
What's your
that
guys' favorite
thing.
Outkast album?
Musically, see, a lot of people won't like this, but I say my favorite album by them is Stank On You, just because I like the hits, but I also like some of the experimental stuff they did.
Oh, Gasoline Dreams.
Gasoline Dreams. I love Toilet Tissue.
Oh, yeah.
People don't talk about that song enough. Stank Love, Slum Beautiful. I like them type of records too. But also, I mean, I don't know if that would be considered the best.
I think that's my favorite one too.
Stankonia? Was that your guys' like? Everyone has like
Aquemini is also like
Aquemini is mine.
Aquemini is up there.
So AT Aliens was the first one I ever heard.
That was the first one like I ever really bought, and then I went back and bought the other ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was still not still on ATL. My dad bought ATLs, and like I remember when he let me hold it. I had to be. I mean, when Stank On You came out, we was in 5th grade. So whatever year it was, I was like a super little kid.
I'm 33. How old are you guys?
30. I just turned 30.
Okay, yeah. So we're kind of I remember like as a kid, like when I had a big homie in my apartment complex who had AT Aliens. And like when I saw the CD, I was like, "Oh shit, it's a naked girl."
Exactly. I remember stealing my dad's and like just having it in my room or some like playing the music.
You think you're doing something real wrong because there's a naked bitch on the CD?
I was like, man, I don't know what to do, but I just really love Wheels of Steel. And then my mom came and found it. She like, "What is this?" I'm like, "It's Dad's CD," which it was.
Ratted that man out.
Yo, I heard you guys. You guys have a lot of respect for Snoop Dogg too.
Yeah, Snoop.
I just had a conversation with B Dot from Rap Radar, and we were doing like a year-end wrap up for 2020, and we were talking about who's been the biggest rappers ever at their peak, and I said it's at their peak. I'm not saying like over the span of their career, but just like their peak. I think it's Snoop and 50.
I was gonna say 50 is gonna be my choice, but
I just think it's 50 and Snoop. I don't know if I mean
Outkast was kind of big.
No, but I mean like Outkast had a run, and obviously if you think of peak Outkast, it was Love Below and Speaker Box.
That shit was amazing, bro.
But I don't disagree with you. Of course, they won Best Album of the Year at the Grammys. Is Diamond,
that shit
but
crazy.
They were kind of like it was two separate albums. Like their peak was kind of like Andre's solo album, and then Speaker Box that had some shit with it. Was like to me like I'm talking about. Like first, like Snoop Dogg was on Vibe. He had the murder case. Like he just came off the Chronic Doggy Style. Like
see, but that's
the vitamin
that's the
water
difference I made right there. Because like when
and 50,
but Outkast album with that Speak About Love Below, even if you count it as one thing, it still was more about the music and about the art than anything else, which is a great way to peak, right? But with 50 and Snoop,
it was about them.
It's about them.
Their
it was
characters.
About the story. Like 50 just got shot 9 times. I remember niggas telling me that in school. I was a little kid. Like, what happened to this nigga?
Right.
I was 9 times.
Yeah,
like,
the allure
he had
of
the
them.
movie. He had the movie.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
he had a fucking video game that was fire on Xbox.
That's what I'm saying, bro. 50 Cent had a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah, it's to me it's either 50 or Snoop, but yeah, I think it's probably like if you put a gun in my head, I would probably say 50.
I mean, you say M too.
See, M possibly, but
they are
impossible. See, that's impossible.
Shout out to M though. M,
next album he dropped. Impossible.
Now we talked about your guys' favorite cast albums, but just in general, hip hop. If you guys had to go to an island with 5 rap albums,
just rap.
I
like this question. I like when people get specific with the genre.
Yeah, 5. Some people will be like, Pink Floyd or no, 5 rap albums. You're on an island for a year and you can only listen to 5 rap albums.
I'm gonna take Reasonable Doubt off break.
Woo!
Just cause I never had played
best
that.
whole
I'm gonna
album.
go with the Blueprint.
Okay.
Yeah,
I need that.
I like Reasonable. I like Young Hov. I like when I like this.
And then I'm going with Speak About Love Below. That's one. I can count as one.
I like that. That's a loophole. That's a loophole. Good. I like that.
Then I'm gonna go with Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Miseducation would be my second one.
Okay.
We call it like a rap album, yeah.
Then I'm gonna go with I'm trying to figure out which Hot Boys album I want. One of them Hot Boys
Guerrilla
album.
Warfare?
I think it's Gorilla. I think it's gonna be Gorilla.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it might be Gorilla. I think it might be the one before that. What was the one before that?
Registration on there, man. I ain't gonna
Play registration?
I put it on there just because it's super long. Like I'm gonna take a better Kanye album and the longest one.
You know, Late Registration is my favorite Kanye album. I don't think it's the best Kanye album, but it's my favorite.
I'll give you that. I'll take Late Registration.
So you're gonna take a Guerrilla Warfare?
Yeah.
I think you got 2 more.
Yeah, I got 2 more. I got Hov, Lauren, Kanye.
I think you and I have the same favorite Jay-Z album and the same favorite Kanye album.
Yeah, I flip back and forth with that Kanye one, but it is one of my favorites. Yeah. Every now and then, I do be on that Dark Twisted. Though.
Of course, that's the other one.
That's the top one.
And honestly, shout out to Yeezus. I think Yeezus is aged.
I don't like Yeezus, bro.
I think it's aged so
well. I gotta
well.
listen to it again.
I think it's aged so well, man.
You're not the only person I heard say that. I gotta listen to it now. When it first came out, I was like, I remember myself. You know that whole meme where he looked like he trying to fuck with it. That was me. Like, everybody like this shit. I'm gonna just try to keep bumping it.
Not everybody liked it though.
It didn't stick with me like his other work.
It's his most polarizing album for sure.
Dirty Sprite 2.
Shout out to Future.
That's my fifth one.
DS2. All right, so that's my number 4 then. Damn, DS2 so good, bro.
It is. It's funny because when we got in Atlanta, I was just being like a typical, tourist, and I'm like, okay, I gotta play Dirty Sprite 2 in Atlanta.
You gotta play that. You gotta play that.
I played that and Thug Motivation, and I was like, this feels right. I'm in Atlanta for the first time. We rented
Slime Season 2 would be my last one.
Okay. Yeah, who do you think, if you guys had to say, who's more influential, Thug or Future?
Future.
Future. I say Future just because a lot of niggas around the world try to be Future.
I about to say niggas can't beat Thug.
Yeah, so far.
But niggas gonna try to be Future. Niggas can't be Future either, but they gonna try.
The only niggas
will never try to wear a dress like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like Thug shit.
People aren't brave enough to try to beat Thug.
Yeah, like
I'm just talking about even sonically. The only people that have even come close come from his dojo. You know what I'm saying? You got like
you talking about Thug?
Key got it. Yeah, like Gunna, all them niggas, even Lil Baby, they come from Thug world. So it's like they come close and they still do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like nobody from outside of Atlanta has tried that. People from outside of Atlanta have tried to be Future. You know what I'm saying? Designer, a whole thing. I ain't saying, nothing wrong with what he did, but
no, but he sounded. I mean, no, let's be honest.
He had a whole bunch of Future influence. Like you can't deny the influence, my dog. Like say what you want about you writing your song, but like you can't deny the influence.
Yeah, and not even his own fault, because if you talk to him, like that's just his voice.
No, that's who that nigga is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, ain't nothing wrong with it, but you can't deny the influence of like the style of.
Everyone thought Panda was Future's record
for a long time.
When it first came out, it was like this new Future shit is what is
crazy.
Oh wait, it's not Future.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude's from New York. The fuck.
And then he was from New York. I was like, what?
Yeah, I think Future kind of with just making like melodies first. Obviously you can go back to obviously Drake, was so far gone, but I feel like what Future did with melodies and hip hop, it's just his fingerprints are all over everything right now. Like everybody, like Roddy Ricch, like Post Malone, like all these people who are like the biggest rappers in the world. Like
you gotta pay tribute to Future, bro. And he just had more time in the game too. If you want to go Future versus Thug,
you just got to give it to him from seniority standpoint. I mean, this guy's got a Dungeon Family tattoo on his forearms.
Facts,
come on, man.
Like, he got a little more time in the game. I remember listening to Future records on mixtapes and like LimeWire type shit in like 8th and 9th grade.
LimeWire.
Like he was going by Meat back then. You know what I'm saying? It was a song. He'd be on them like posse cuts. It'd be like a whole bunch of niggas from the hood on the song, and then he'd have like a verse. You know what I'm saying? On that shit too. And then like he like rose out of that. So like we've been around to see that nigga be like a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? What
do you feel like the camaraderie is like in Atlanta? Because, from an outsider's perspective, from being like, from the West Coast, we always look at Atlanta as like the example of
like networking.
There's so much unity.
Yeah.
And now, mind you, I also realize that there's a lot of beef and shit out here. But for the most part,
it's more unity. But it's more unity.
That's just what comes when more people connect.
Yeah, but I feel like just in general, the perspective of Atlanta is like, there is some real unity out here.
Because it's Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as Atlanta win, like you seen Gucci and Jeezy, bro. Like, who else gonna do that? Name another beef on the coast where niggas finna come together and do that. Who else gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? On IG Live.
You know 50 would never do that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't really know enough about they beef, but I know that down here niggas die.
He killed his man. You know what I'm saying? But they really, at the end of the day, they came together as men and was like, you know what? For the sake of Atlanta, for the sake of unity, for the sake of seeing everybody prosper, we gonna squash it. Like, that's Atlanta, man.
And keep shit above. We was talking about Future and Thug influence. Gucci really was the father of both that situation.
Well, I think Gucci don't get enough. I think he's probably the greatest.
He's the godfather.
He might be the greatest A&R ever.
Yes.
Ever.
I think Gucci's probably the greatest A&R in hip hop history
on this planet for sure.
Think about all the people he could have signed. Like, he could have had the Migos. You know what I mean? He could, like, all these people who could have been his artist.
Yeah, and they still come from his dojo, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
His style of martial arts. So like that shit, that Gucci one, and like that, he's just like a perfect example of what Atlanta is. Like, you gotta always be looking out for your young nigga and pointing them in a direction to get some money for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just trying to satisfy them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, did what I did what you could do, and always looking for somebody else like that.
Is there a big do you feel like there's a disconnect from like the younger generation of Atlanta hip hop and like, you know, there's that clip of Young Thug talking about Andre. Do you think there's like a disconnect between the older generation and the generation that's coming up now?
No, I just feel like we just so focused on paving our own way. You know what I'm saying? Even like they was back then. Like,
of course.
Everybody back then was like, man, hey, this the first time Atlanta is being on the map. That's we paving our way from Dungeon Family to TLC to Jermaine Dupri. You know what I'm saying?
So Def.
Like, it was Aris Everester and LaFace. Like, that was like the first major record label here. So they paving their way. Come to our generation, you know what I'm saying? You got QC, you got Slack, you got the Slime Boys, you got Gucci and everything that he doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we paving our way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't think it's so much as disrespect, but it's just like we just focused and we appreciate what they did, but number one, we focus and we trailblazing, you know. That's facts.
Any you guys care to spill any J. Cole album tea? You know, I mean, we're supposed to get the fall off.
Do we know when it's dropping?
I mean, the fall off was supposed to come out.
Everything dropping next week.
Okay, next week. So we got
everything happening this week.
JID and
all
J.
this
Cole
shit lined up. It's on the DSPs and everything.
It's already uploaded.
It's ready to go.
Just gonna come out of nowhere.
It's ready to go.
Just a heat. That's. I mean,
just a link away. You know what I'm saying?
Have you got, somebody who I think, one of my favorite artists and one of my good friends in Atlanta is Killer Mike. Have you guys got a chance to link with him and work with him at all?
Not working on music, but we definitely met him a couple times. It would be nice to do some music with Killer Mike. That was the first CD I ever purchased with my own money.
Monster? Wow.
When I was a kid.
That's not even on Spotify.
That's crazy. I never even thought of it. I haven't even tried to listen to it since. I haven't tried to listen to it in a while, but I remember I bought that. It was $9 at the Greenbrier Mall record store.
Wow,
that CD shop.
I feel like what him and like what Run the Jewels are doing is just very original, and I feel like what you guys are also original in your own way, and I feel like it'd be a crazy, it'd be crazy if you guys.
It would be crazy to do something Run the Jewels. I ain't studied them like I should. I still be like focused on the mic part, but I got
Mike's shit that he's working on some shit right now. He played me like 25 songs the other night, and Jesus fucking Christ.
That's fine.
What about Sci-Hi the Prince?
We met Sci-Hi maybe once years ago, bro. We ain't never did know Sci-Hi. But he's also from a different side of town than us too, so it ain't been no pressure.
Got you.
He from the east side, we from the west side. But also, I ain't never did know Sci-Hi. That would be interesting.
Hey man, I'm just thinking who's a fucking. You guys can rap your asses off. He can rap his ass off. That might be too much ass off. We might need some. Too much bars.
We might need some more ass on.
Right.
In that case.
Yo, that's crazy. So we're gonna get an album hopefully by the summertime. The single is out with Wale. Yo, and I think. Can we talk about just Wale real quick? Because I feel like we don't give Wale his flowers enough.
That man his flowers. Put the DMV
Bouquet,
on.
my man. Bouquet, my dog.
Gotta do it because that man been going strong for 10+ years.
He was like a leader of the blog era.
Yeah, he was the nigga in the blog era. I remember that 100 miles of running, bro.
Yes.
Me too.
Gotta respect the man lineage. Gotta respect what he done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like we just got to give some respect to Wale because I feel like when we talk about the grades of, I feel like, he don't get mentioned enough. Wale's had a consistent
crazy career.
His
career is unmatched, you know what I'm saying?
He has had a hell of a career, bro. And they cool with Jerry Seinfeld, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He got songs with guys.
You guys fuck with Seinfeld?
I do like Seinfeld. We like Curb.
I was gonna say I'm a Curb guy.
Hey, holla at me, Larry Dave.
Yo, I always tell everybody the only person I'll probably fucking like if I ever met, I'd like really stand out like a bitch would be Larry David.
Larry David.
If I met Larry David, I'd be beside myself. And you know he would be so annoyed.
Like, what the fuck?
Irritated.
Like, yo, listen, bro, I know you don't want to take this picture.
I know you hate everything about this moment.
I know you hate it.
I love it.
But I love it. And I know you know, let me just get this selfie, bro.
So I would be kicking it with him too much. If he lived around the corner from me in LA, I would literally be jogging every day. Like,
yo, let me ask you guys this, because with some of your guys' artwork and visuals and shit, very, very trippy shit. Do you guys partake in any psychedelics at all?
Yeah, we definitely have in life. You gotta think about this, man. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen, my manager brought up today this video we did a long time ago called 16 Albinos in the SWATs. We was doing like psychedelics in the desert in that video. That was so years ago. So yeah.
Mushrooms, you guys ever fuck with DMT?
Never did DMT. I never did DMT because it looked like crack, number one. And then
Facts.
two,
you gotta freebase it.
Yeah, you got, you know what I'm saying? It look like crack. And then they be saying it's like the feeling you get when you born and you die. And I feel like that's special, so I'm just let that happen.
You know, you know what's crazy? Mike Tyson does it like once a month.
I know a lot of people that do it too much, but they all be burnt out. Like Mike Tyson also can knock your ass out if it comes to it. So like, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I haven't tried that I just want to try
you
it
ever
once.
Did LSD?
Nah, only mushrooms.
That's
Never did
fun.
LSD.
LSD is pretty fun. It's very clean feeling too. You just be like.
And then the other thing people do is like, I got a homie that'll go out to like, he goes to Costa Rica and he does ayahuasca, like shaman, like.
That's like some powerful shit. That's like.
Yeah, he says that's like.
Version.
Yeah, he's like, I did 30 years of therapy in 2 days.
I believe that.
God damn.
He was like,
that. I might have to get a little ayahuasca.
Come back.
he did that shit, and this guy.
Leave his wife.
No, my man was he smoked cigarettes his whole life. He had a cocaine problem. He was a horrible gambler. My guy had a lot of vices. Yeah. He did that shit. Hasn't touched a drug, a cigarette, nothing since.
I did it all.
It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think the one thing that psychedelics do is just kind of expand your mind to what's already there.
I feel like what if you on that side of not touching drugs and you do it, you probably go to the other side of like cocaine and cigarettes and stuff. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want nothing to do with that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what
Nope. Just weed for me, man.
Yeah, I hit my head a joint every now and then.
Yeah, I think that it kind of expands your mind to what's already there. That we just you know what I mean? I do feel like there is stuff that we don't see that is omnipresent. 100%. Yeah. I think this alien shit's about to pop off too. Keep it a buck.
For real.
If I was an alien and I was looking down at this shit, I would not come this way. I'd be like, what for what? I'll wait till we burn each other out and then just take it over. Like I feel like if you're smart enough to get across the universe, then you should be smart enough to see that that's a shit show.
You could be patient enough.
Yeah, but I say yeah. Like they just wait for that to burn all up.
They might need to come down here to humble all of us, though.
I mean, if we ain't humbled by this shit, then it ain't gonna happen, bro.
Right?
Like we ain't humbled by this world today.
Bro, the capital shit is crazy.
The capital, the COVID, the war, the economy,
my God.
Everything. If the world today can't humble you and get you in a place of focus and love, then what we need?
Yep, that's facts, man. Well, look, EarthGang, I appreciate you guys for tapping in. Hopefully, we get an album sooner than later. Sooner. And the new single is out. Go support it. Go run that bitch up at your radio stations and
call in, get on their nerves, bro. If you trying to do like they used to do back in the day, you know what I'm saying, where they used to call in and be like bugging. And
you know what the problem is though? Most radio stations, well, not in Atlanta obviously, but a lot of places, the stations, all the people are doing the shows from home.
Yeah, it's facts.
But no one's there to answer the fucking calls.
You gotta throw rocks at the window.
You just gotta tweet the radio stations.
Tweet them too.
And they'll keep it a buck, a little secret. All your fans, if you're in the car and you hear the record, Shazam it.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
because
even if you know it, Shazam it anywhere you hear.
Because radio stations look at the Shazam data, and they use that shit to try to
Shazam.
So all the fans, all the EarthGang fans, play it in your car
and then
off of Spotify, and then Shazam the fuck.
What is this shit?
Because it'll help it at radio.
That's a great way to bootleg, Kev.
Boom. EarthGang, appreciate y'all for checking in.